briefly have shared with you at this point have been our accomplishments musically. But this past weekend, as they finished the awards for all of those ensembles, both choir and band, both middle school and high school, all together, and giving out all of those awards, the trophies were all gone, with one trophy and award still sitting on the table. And the person in charge of the award ceremony had addressed exactly that all awards for the accomplishments of all of those musical ensembles had been given out at that point, but there remained one last honor that they wanted to be able to hand out. And that honor was not based on performance on stage or musically, but rather was a reflection of what the staff of Music in the Parks observed while on location, both Friday and Saturday at Symphonic High School, as well as during the duration of that award ceremony at King's Dominion. And they call it there a spirit decorum. And they were proud to present that to all of the bands from Queen Anne's County High School. That's the one that I am most proud of, because I know what great students we have here at Queen Anne's County High School. I know what great students we have in the music department, and for that to be observed and to be recorded was extra special for us, and we were proud to bring that back home here as well. This last selection is written by P.D.Q. Bach, who was born in 1807 and died in 1742. P.D.Q. Bach spent a considerable bulk of his creative life in the small southern German town of Wein am Rhein, a town not noted for its high incidence of cultural activity. Nevertheless, its one theater, the compact and charmingly decrepit Volkstheater, was usually kept busy, either with appearances by touring thespian or musical groups, or with compact and charmingly decrepit productions put on by one of the local outlets. It was here, for instance, that P.D.Q. first heard the popular string band for whom he later wrote the bluegrass cantata, Tommy Man and His Magic Mountain Boys. It would be natural to assume that the title of the march under consideration was simply another example of the naive programmatism that was part and parcel of the German early Romantic movement, but it turns out that the piece was actually commissioned by a band of cute little wood sprites, a traveling troupe of extremely small folk who played the Volkstheater in April of 1783. The cute little wood sprites, as they called themselves, asked P.D.Q. to write some entrance music for the beginning of their show. And they were so pleased with the result that after the first performance, several members of the troupe, still wearing wings and halos, climbed up on top of the composer and did a jig, giving rise, incidentally, to the classic question, how many angels can dance on a pin? The vocal passage in the 8th measure of this piece is based on the reaction of the audience to seeing the sprites come on stage. P.D.Q. was so pleased by the sound that he incorporated it into the score. A large wind and percussion ensemble was called for, but how many players actually show up is another matter. So here is March of the Cute Little Wood Sprite, it's 1, 2, 2. Thank you.